Now let's talk about these serpents, the serpent seed, them slimy bastards. They all around us. Some of them are your neighbors, teachers, police officers, the mailman. You see, there's people that live amongst us that's not human, that's not from the Most High. And all they think about is killing, stealing, and destroying. I remember when I was young, me and my brother, we used to go to this hamburger stand and play video games and all that. And there was a little guy up there around our age. We didn't really know him. He lived down the street from us. We seen him a couple of times. So he was up there that day. And we playing video games. We talking to him. It's all good. And across the street was a liquor store. And there was a lot of winos there, just minding their business, playing dominoes, talking and all that. They be there every day. And he said, hey, y'all want to do something fun? And we was like, yeah, yeah. And he told us he about to call the police and say that one of the winos molested him. And all we have to do is agree with him. So we was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So he called the police and told the police, and the police asked us, and we agreed, and they went over there and they got the dude, and he like, hey, what's going on? And he started crying. He was like, I ain't do that. I promise I didn't do that. And when he started crying, it made me start crying. Like I felt sorry for him. And I said, no, officer, he didn't do that. He didn't do that, officer. I promise. And the officer was like, are you sure? And then my brother, I said, tell the truth to my brother, my little brother. And he was like, nah, the guy didn't do it. So they let him go. And they drove us. The police drove us home. And when we got out, the police officer explained to the little boy's mother, what happened. And she blamed it on us, me and my little brother. And she walked me and him home, and we got a whooping for it. While this damn serpent seed ate candy. You see, I didn't realize that this was a serpent seed because I was too young. But these are the ones that come around and things just start dying, man. Bad luck start happening. They kill, steal, and destroy from a young age. The Bible even say the wicked is wicked from the womb. You hear what I'm saying? They have a purpose, and that's to destroy. They are in gangs. The majority of all the gang killings are from 20% of people in those gangs, and those people will kill their own homies too. It's no love. Some of them are named No Love. OG No Love. Serpent seed serial killers right around us. Now let me tell you something else that happened recently. About a year ago, right? About a year ago, a couple came. It was a white guy, a sister, and she had her son. Her son was from a brother. He wasn't mixed or anything. It wasn't the white guy's son. It was just the sister's son. And they came and they moved in, and her boyfriend had all types of tattoos on his face. He looked it just like Machine Gun Kelly, but with a lot of Post Malone tattoos all on his face, right? And they moved in and they started to try to do the tithering to me and my family. But theirs was like so weak that it didn't affect or anything. So we didn't pay attention to it. She got a job and they was living pretty cool. And all of a sudden, this guy came. He was a little short white guy. He wore glasses and he wore a nurse's uniform, the scrubs, he wore them. And he even wore a face mask. Like, but that wasn't weird because people be wearing face masks now, like the designer kinds and stuff. And as soon as I seen him, I said, hey, I do not like this dude. And at first, in my mind, I was cool with the boyfriend, the Machine Gun Kelly looking guy. But as soon as he started hanging with this guy for about a week, he started changing. I didn't like him no more. I mean, I really didn't like these two dudes in a spiritual way. Like a dog is looking at somebody growling. Every time they walk by, I just be like, oh, I don't like them. So one night, the ambulance come. You know, it's like around 2 ambulance, a fire truck, a police officer, all of that. And they take the girl out and she slipped into a coma and she died, right? Well, what happened was the guy with the glasses that came, this mysterious dude in the scrubs, they was up in there getting high. And he gave her some good stuff, the stuff that she couldn't handle. And she started having an asthma attack. And this happened like around 10 o'clock. And they didn't call the ambulance until like 2 in the morning. I hear some ambulance in the background for confirmation. Well, it's on the freeway. You see it? You see it right there. It just rode on the freeway. Confirmation. You feel what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden, the little boy just disappeared. The manager was like, okay, where's the little boy at? And nobody knew where the little boy was. They said that his grandma and his uncle came to get him from Florida. It was some totally weird stuff, right? This girl was up in there, couldn't breathe. 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2. They sat up and watched her die. This was so sickening to me that I started putting the plan together to physically, and then I had to abort mission because all praises to the Most High, man. All I could do is just pray, man. I can't take things out in my own hand, but I literally seen a murder that I can't prove. I can't prove to the police, but I know how serpent seeds get down. And just like serpent seeds do, they come, they bite, and they slither away. And now all of a sudden, and look, after that, what made me really want to get the little guy with the glasses and the scrubs, what really made me want to get him is because the day that they pulled the plug, he was like happy. I'm like, there's no mourning, there's no sorrow up in him. Serpent seeds don't care, man. Serpent seeds don't care. You know Alex Murdoch, the one who killed, the lawyer who killed his son and his wife. Well, when his son got into the boating accident and the girl was killed, she was missing. She was up in the water when the boat crashed because Alex Murdoch's son got drunk and started speeding and hit something. And then she flew out the boat and she was missing. And while the police in the search rescue is looking and investigating, Alex Murdoch's son is laughing so much that the girl's boyfriend is having a damn nervous breakdown, cussing. These people are stone cold killing murderers, man. What about the serpent seed that whacked those four college students in Ohio? He wasn't stupid. He wasn't low class. He was a college student, PhD in what, criminal psychology or something. He was like a smart guy. You ever watch American Psycho, man? Look, they make it seem like Tyrone It's the cannibalistic killer. But these serpent seeds, they the police officers. Could you really beat Rodney King like these guys beat Rodney King? You hear what I'm saying? That was supposed to be a snuff video. I don't know how it got leaked or anything like that, but they do that all the time. Just like the guy who was running down the street and then the guy and his son, pulled out the rifle. They was waiting in the truck, and then another dude is in the back of him. That dude, I forgot his name. Rest in peace to the brother. But that was another snuff video. Man, they got so many damn videos of them hunting us down, killing us, beating us and stuff. This is what they do. This is the serpent seed. And we was under their rule. What about the guy? What about the frat boy cannibal? A frat boy cannibal about 7 years ago, this guy leaves the restaurant, go into his neighbor's garage, kill them, and start eating their face. We could talk about Jeffrey Dahmer too. Did you know that the nickname of the man who took out Jeffrey Dahmer's name was the Messiah? When I first heard that way back in the days, I knew that was some code. The Messiah killed the reptile. Yeah, they eat us, man. They eat us, they drink our blood. Remember in the movie District 9. If you ever watch District 9, you have to watch District 9 because it tells the story of the melanated chosen. Now listen, back in Africa, they was eating the aliens. They was eating the aliens so that they can get the power from the aliens because the aliens had a lot of power. They had the aliens living in the ghetto. They called them prawns because they was bottom feeders. They ate whatever. They was addicted to cat food. You feel what I'm saying? They lived in the projects. District 9. You got to watch that movie. So yeah, they eat us. They eat us so that they can get certain powers and stuff like that. You hear what I'm saying? It's not just that they eat us because we taste like some barbecue. They eat us because it was certain powers that they was getting from eating us through these rituals. Yeah. The serpent seeds, they can transform too. A lot of them can transform. Some of them can transform like fully into reptilians. Some of them like halfway. You know what I'm saying? Some of them can't transform their whole face, but they can transform like their eyes and the hue of their skin. I'm talking about the people that's right around you. We don't have to go to Thailand. You hear what I'm saying? Indonesia, Brazil, or anything like that. I'm talking about inside of Compton, inside of Ohio, police officers. You could smell them. You could smell the police officers and the doctors. It's that smell. I used to call it the baloney smell. You hear what I'm saying? Now, no offense to nobody. I used to think that all white people smelled like the baloney smell, but they don't. It's certain white people, it's certain police officers, it's certain doctors. And it's black ones that got a different type of smell. It's like each race of them got a different smell. Once I found this out, it was impossible to be racist anymore. I mean, you see who the affluenza team killed. It was white people. He got off for killing white people. I'm telling you, the real white people are slaves and victims, just like the real black people. Anybody that's real is the victim. It doesn't matter about race. You think the Most High is so simple that he will put all of his precious jewels in one bag, in one race. When he created things like a squirrel that hide things here, hide things there, hide things there. He put chosen ones in every race, man. I don't care what nobody say. I've got information and enlightenment and blessings through white people, black people, African people, Asian people, Mexican people, man. When I was on the side of the road, on the freeway, he sent the Mexican, man. And on top of this, it was an essay with tattoos everywhere. He was like, hey, Holmes, I can get you down for a couple of bucks. He had a tow truck. And I said, hey, man, I ain't got no money, but I got these checks, man. And he said, I know it's going to bounce, but if you ever come up, then hit me up. He gave me his card. I never hit him up, but if I ever seen or whatever, it's all good. Keep him in my prayers and stuff. But he got me off the freeway, man. And somehow with the shaking of the car and stuff, it was enough gas to get me home. You feel what I'm saying? So the Most High, he hides the chosen up in everywhere. Just like Satan, he hide his serpent seeds up in everywhere. It's African serpent seeds. It's Mexican serpent seeds, black serpent seeds, Chinese and Asian serpent seeds. Everywhere. Don't be fooled, man. Well, don't be fooled, like eating, and don't be fooled. Don't be tricked. Because if you tricked, you become fooled. That's what it's all about. The serpents, they feast off us. I already told you I had the epiphany when I was cultivating, how I'm controlling this tent. These plants up in here, they actually think that it's the summertime. And outside, in the real world, it's winter. It's the middle of winter. I manipulate them. I take the males away. I keep the females. I clone them. I can grow them in any type of medium, whether it's cocoa or fox farm soil or hydro. I top them. I cut the head off so it can grow 2 colas. Then I chop them 2 colas off to get 4 colas. You hear what I'm saying? I give them nutrients. I check the pH balance. Too little, too much, and make it look this type of way. I crossbreed them. I like this one, so I favor it. I baby it. I don't like this one because it gives me problems, so I don't give it that much attention. All of that, and I see that I'm like these plants' God. I'm like these plants' God. I choose when I'm going to chop them down. I choose which ones are the good ones, which ones are the bad ones. And then I harvest them. Soon as they mature, I harvest them. I clean out the tents, start all over again. One tent is a water world with hydro. The other tent is like, what would I say, like the jungle with the soil. And another tent is the cocoa, I guess, on the island or something like that. But the cocoa is the bomb. You hear what I'm saying? You just got to have a lot of calcium and magnesium, because you got to have a lot of calcium and magnesium, man. Watch out for these serpent seeds. I'm about to go work out. It is 3:30 on the dot, 3:30 a.m. on the dot. Peace.